Okay, here's what I got today, mostly in gaming. I probably spent about $75 on what you see on this table when it comes to the games. And it's like I said, it's part of a bunch of stuff that altogether I spent like $424 on. But it was mostly like DVDs, you know. Here's even some more DVDs I didn't get a chance to show you. But anyway, I'm just going to go through the games so you can see what I got today for my $75. And some of it were pretty good deals, but let me just go through quick. I got SmackDown. I got some PlayStation games. Believe it or not, I actually prefer to get new system games than the old school games sometimes. Mostly because the new games are easier to sell. But I do like the old school games a lot, so I buy everything. Anyways, PS3 SmackDown versus Raw 2009. Heavy Rain. This is based on some movie. Can't imagine how good that would be. What's this? Resident Evil, PS3. And I got some Xbox 360 games. I got Call of Duty, World at War, Dead Island. That looks like a game I would like to play. Splinter Cell, Saints Row, good game. PGR 4, not too hard to sell. Star Wars, this says 2. I actually paid 5 for this. Star Wars, The Complete Saga of the Lego. Viva Pinata, a game that is very difficult for me to sell. And World Series Poker, I don't know. I don't have a lot of luck selling stuff like that. Switching now to the old school stuff I got today. I'll start with an NES. I got an NES system. I don't have a clue whether it works. I paid like $14 for this, and I'm probably only going to sell it for $25, but I paid an extra couple of bucks because it had an extra controller. The system works, I'm golden. If it doesn't, I got to get it repaired. They are repairable. I get the pins. Usually that'll take care of the problem, but it cuts down. I don't really make much on them either way. Let's see, you know what? Some of the stuff I got today were in boxes. Let me just go through the NES games I got since I'm doing NES. Okay. I got Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. I got a game I'm not familiar with. It's Puzznick in the box. Might be worth something because it's in the box. Marble Madness. I've had this game a million times. It's hard as hell to sell. The box. Tetris in the box. Adventures of Link. This is an easier sell. Somebody wrote $7.29 in everyone. I don't know why they did that. But honestly, what I'm going to do with a lot of these is I'm going to take the games out of the box, sell the games at the Tecmo Bowl, sell the games at the flea market, and then sell the box. Well, actually, I'm not even going to do it myself. Jack Nicholas, I'd probably never be able to sell this game. I'm sure it doesn't have much value. But the box. So anyway, what I was saying is I'm going to take the boxes, I'm going to give them to a friend of mine, and he can sell them online. Captain Skyhawk. Not familiar with this game. I don't believe it's worth much. Silent Service, I got a million of these. The box may be worth something. But I think I can lot the games, the boxes actually, online. I let my friend do it, and for me it's just gravy because I take these to the flea market, and they don't give me anything for the boxes. They want the games. Usually they screw up the boxes. I got a Mario Paint. I'm sure it works. It looks complete. A pretty good condition, maybe a scratch here. Don't know if that'll come up off, don't care. But I have the box, not the innards of the box, but still the box. That I'm sure this has some value to some collector online somewhere. And that's the way I can sell it. You know, at the flea markets, they don't want to give me a lot for most of this stuff. I got some manuals. Some of these go with the games. Let me go through the NES, Super Nintendo I got. Tetris 2, Top Gear 2. These aren't very good games. Harley's Humongous Adventure. I don't know this game. It might be better. King Arthur's World. Don't know it. Might be better. I may be able to sell. I might put that online. Vegas Stakes. I'm sure that's not really a very desirable game. Populous. Yeah, I don't know how well this sells online. But again, the box, which you can see a lot of these boxes are kind of beat up. I got a Legend of Zelda, and I'm sure the game's in there. Oh, I can't. Well, anyway, let's just assume the game's in there. It's not a super valuable game anyway. Maybe the 20 or so. But probably I can sell the game at the flea market. The box, again, I'll take it out. They'll tear it up. They'll paw it up. I won't get much for it. So I'll probably just give it to my friend to sell on eBay. This is off track. I got some Fabergé. Well, actually this. I got for $7 I bought this. La Citane and Provence. Fabergé. Hopefully these are worth listing on eBay. If they're not, they go to the flea market and I'll pretty much get my money back. Back to games. I got some Game Boy stuff. I got a Nintendo Game Boy. Missing the plate, but I'm sure I have a plate somewhere from other ones that weren't working. here's the games I got. Super Mario Land, that's a pretty good game. I can get maybe 8 or 10. I'm not sure about this. I might be able to get more than $4 or $3. Tetris, common game. Alleyway, common game. Motocross Maniacs, common game. I did get a few. Well, let me just keep going. Oh, and this goes, the Light Boy. I'm sure this has no real value, but I'll just pair it up. And then I got some Game Boy Advance with a mix of Game Boy and Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color. White Game Boy Advance, but it's not in great shape. Not horrible, but it is working. I actually use it to test some of the games I was buying to decide if I wanted to pay extra for the batteries. Going through the games I got, Donkey Kong Country, I believe I can make, that's better than a common game. Megabots, not familiar with, I'm sure it's a common game, left some empty cases. Pokemon Crystal, I don't believe this game saved, so that was one of the games I didn't pay much for. But you can actually put, when they don't save, you can put them on eBay, and you can get some extra money that way. Pokemon Leaf Green, this game saved. This is probably like a, I don't know, $15 to $20 game at least on eBay. But I can get that much at the flea market, so I'm not going to bother. But Ugly Martians, that might be a fun game. I don't know if it has too much value. Pokemon Pinball, I think, is $10 maybe on eBay. But again, I can get that much at the flea market. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, I don't believe is a very valuable game at the flea market. I believe I can get $8 to $10. I had a Pokemon Yellow Pikachu. It's let me just see if I can get it out of the case quick. Well, I'm going to give up. Pokemon Yellow Pikachu, that's probably a $15 to $20 game at least. Here's a Pokemon, one of the original black, let me guess. I give up. That's probably a $10 game. Lord of the Rings, common game. BattleBots, I believe is a common game. Bob the Builder, very difficult to sell. Megabots, not sure. Tarzan. Asterix, Obelix, Path Them All. Have no idea. And then the last game I have to show you today, I cannot see through the case. Let me try one. And I'm giving, I have to give up. Oh, got it. Holy Magic Century. And that's what I got today.